Let's do this.
How's the team doing?
Excuse me?
How's the team doing?
Team is doing great. We had a phenomenal practice yesterday. Um, they're responding well. They came out Sunday evening. We had a 70% of you played, you practiced. You didn't practice, and the other 30% that didn't play, didn't get the reps. They practiced. They're responding well. The guys are not bought in. I don't believe in buying in. They're committed, 100% committed, and I'm proud of them.
Do you think that has anything to do with the big win?
No. It started before then. Last week was the best week of practice we've had, period. And they're continuing the process because they saw the results from it.
What was the message to the team after the win on Saturday?
Consistency. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Don't allow these homecoming festivities to overtake you, and don't allow something that you do in a moment consequently damage your future.
Coach, you talked about consistency. You get Alabama State this week, and it's now Jackson State's homecoming. What's the message like just around?
We'll do what we've been doing. It's not a continuing message, man. It's we play smart, tough, fast, and disciplined. That's it. That's who we are. That's what we're about. And it starts on the practice field. I think the guys know that. They understand that. They embedded with that, and their preparation is vital. Their preparation in going into the game. I think the preparation of our team was so on point, defensively, offensively. We knew our opponents, and we wanted to continue the preparation process of knowing our opponents.
You talked about last week about how you were going to open up the offense, which you did this week. Pay dividends. Is that something that's going to continue?
Yeah. T.C. Taylor called a heck of a game. Called a phenomenal game. I mean, called a great game. And Shador, his on-the-field checks put us in great positions to do some prominent things. We don't have a quarterback run. He did that. A lot of the line, he calls all the line protections phenomenal. I mean, this kid is really playing way ahead of his age. And TC came in and did a wonderful job in utilizing who he is, what he has, and the talent that we have on offense. We put it all together, and they've responded.
Did you learn anything about the team that you didn't know already?
No, I know these guys pretty darn good. I know them pretty well. I didn't learn nothing about them that I don't know. I'm proud of them. I think they're learning about themselves, things that they didn't know about themselves, but it's nothing. We placed them in pressurized situations at practice, so we know them. We know them.
Alabama State, are they pretty similar to what they were in the spring, or completely different ball game?
I'm not going to say a different ball game. I mean, they're a well-coached team. I always say teams are disciplined. They're pretty disciplined. They play hard. They got some really good defensive backs that get to the ball that can really cover. So our receivers will be challenged this week tremendously. They like to blitz. They like to come at us. We welcome that challenge tremendously, and I think our offensive line, they welcome that challenge as well. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a good homecoming for us.
Coach, you shut down Alabama A&M's running back. Alabama State had a running back in the spring that kind of torched you guys.
We were garbage in the spring.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we were horrible.
Yes, sir.
It's over. Let's flush that.
Are you concerned about their running back?
I'm not concerned about anybody. I'm more concerned about us, that we can be consistent with who we are, and the rest take care of themselves. I like their running back. I love their running back. He's a good kid. I remember we exchanged pleasantries in the offseason. He's a great kid, and I remember him from the SWAC Media Day. Great kid. God, he's a great kid. He really is. Is it?
Did you know Ric Flair was going to be there?
No, I didn't.
Have you met him before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's from Atlanta, man. Come on, dog.
I
Ric Flair, yeah, definitely. Matter of fact,
he's a goat.
Yes. Matter of fact, this is history. Guess who I met Ric Flair with? You would never guess. The Migos.
Like Migos?
Yeah, in the studio.
Oh, wow.
In the studio.
Whoa.
In their studio. We met. A while back. And that's a heck of a matchup, huh? All the Migos and Ric Flair. Yeah, it's
How
good.
did all you guys, how did that happen?
I was doing a piece for the Super Bowl, I believe. It might have been Super Bowl, on the Migos. And Ric Flair is really tight with them. And it was just, everything just clicked. It was good.
You said that was a couple years ago, so that might have been when they were first getting popular, right?
No, they were hitting way before then. Migos been hitting for a minute.
Coach, can I ask you about the
No, you can't.
about the sacks? You
Oh my God! I mean, I think we broke a sack record. Yeah, program record, 10 sacks, and we missed 5. We missed 5 sacks. Phenomenal outpouring of that passion, that hunger to get to the quarterback, but we missed 5 sacks. Everything in that game, I think a lot of things were positive, but I had to point out our goal was to win each play, to dominate each play, to dominate each series, to win each quarter, and consequently the half, then the game. We lost the last quarter, and I was not happy about that. We were outscored, I think, 7-6. That wasn't good. So I things like that matter to me. Things like that matter to me tremendously. We cannot lose a quarter.
Coach, you before last week's game, you challenged, Jackson State fans to travel to away games.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
They showed up and they showed out, and it paid dividends for us. We're appreciative. We're thankful. We're happy. We just don't want you to do that because it's a homecoming. We want you to do it on the regular. That has to be a normalcy. It should be normalcy for us to show up, and it shouldn't be normalcy for us to stand out there and linger in the parking lot. If I was Jackson State, I'd charge you to come in the parking lot and kick it. I wonder, you might as well come on in. Whatever you when you enter those gates, that means you in. All right, you in the game. You in the, you ain't just gonna linger in the parking lot and get lit. Yeah, yeah. You gonna come inside the gates. I don't understand that philosophy whatsoever. We got to change that. Now, when I'm watching TV and I'm flipping through channels on Saturday, I see stands full. And those teams are on television, okay? We want to be on television. We want to change the narrative. That means you got to pack the darn stadium. Nobody wants to show a stadium halfway packed on television. So that's what we need to do. And I think we have the fans that are capable of doing that. But I don't want us to just to be, now you want to ride because we winning. No, ride. Get in the car with us. Period. There's some traditional schools that we need to be traditional. This school has a rich history. In every darn thing. And I think football is where we place our foundation on, and we need to be there regardless. Whoever's on the field, whatever's the outcome. Matter of fact, did you just celebrate something?
Me?
You just celebrated something, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
What you know?
I'm good, man.
How you know that?
Did you just celebrate? Didn't they just celebrate something tremendous?
How you know?
What is it? What was it?
I don't know, Coach.
How you know this, Coach?
I check on you, dog. You mattered to me.
I did, yes, sir.
What was it?
Well, I'm going to be inducted
To the Hall of Fame, right?
How you know that?
Dog, I check on you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Coach.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's an honor, and I appreciate you, man. Your endurance and your commitment to excellence, man. Everybody don't get in the Hall of Fame. There's only 2 of us in this room in the Hall of Fame. The rest of everybody's all right. The rest of y'all all right. There's only 2 of us in here. Okay, Dennis coming, right? But man, no, congratulations. I appreciate you, man. On behalf of Jackson State and everybody around you, I mean, your work is you have a commitment to excellence. You're hilarious, you're funny, but you're hardworking, you're to the point, you're professional, and I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Straight
Thank
up.
you, Coach.
Amen.
It was a good win for us. I thought our guys came out and played hard this past weekend. I think it's because of all the preparation we put in it. Anytime you can come off a bye week and get that extra week of work of going against an opponent like Alabama A&M, that's huge. And I thought our kids took full advantage of that. We put in the plan for them. We saw some things we could take advantage of defensively, and they went out there and executed to the fullest. So it was a great win to see them come together, and, as a group on the offensive side especially. We did some things that we hadn't been able to do in the past, like run the football. We really wanted to make a commitment running the football. So you saw the first drive, we came out and just, said we were going to do it, and that's what they did. So, but overall, good win, and looking forward to this weekend for homecoming.
What would you say is maybe the biggest key to – what was the biggest key to jump-starting the offense? Because I remember Coach Prime saying it was a bit stagnant at times at the Delta State. So then, just from your estimation, what was the biggest key?
Just the energy level and just the fun factor. When guys are out there having fun and they kind of playing together and believing the guy next to them, that's half the battle. So, I said, shoot, let's meet together as a unit a couple times so you can know what the guy's thinking. Receivers, you need to know what the O-line is thinking. Quarterbacks, you need to know what the center is thinking. Just getting that kind of things like that, little tweaks like that. And then, we talked about the tempo. We thought we could kind of move and slow at times, and when guys saw how fast we could line up, I thought it kind of helped the run game. It was like pulling teeth to get them to moving fast, but once they seen the results and the production and what we could do by playing with some tempo, it was good for us.
What do you think the key is to making this kind of offensive production more consistent?
Like I tell those guys, you got to understand the opponent. And being able to make an adjustments throughout the football game. But if we, playing A&M, we had a good understanding of our opponent, for its coverage-wise, what they was giving us for as this formation. And, the kids knew it, and they just went out there and executed. But if they got an understanding what we're going to be seeing defensively, I don't think, it's going to be hard for people to deal with us.
Talk a little bit about the play of Shador on Saturday to summarize that.
He was excellent. He was excellent. Shador is a very even keel type player. He don't get too high, too low, and that's what you kind of want at the quarterback position. He's always when we're in between series, he's right where I need him. He's not a guy I'm looking for on the sideline, and he brings a lot of knowledge to be a freshman to the game. I don't think how people really realize how smart he is as a quarterback. He sees it, and he goes out there and executes it. So it's times, Saturday, they may have given us something that we didn't expect, and we could make some adjustments on the sideline, and he could go out there and execute it to the fullest. But even keel, that's what I could say about him. Smooth and, just ready to go. Great leader as well.
Any comments about his leadership off the field?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he demands it on and off. If we say meetings, he expects everybody to be there. He's the guy making those phone calls, getting the guys over here in the building, making sure those guys are attentive. And then he does a lot of that on his own with those guys. To be honest, the behind-the-scenes stuff he does with those guys out there throwing balls around with the receivers, whether it's tight ends, he does a good job for it, and it pays dividends on the weekend for us.
What was the exchange like when Coach came to you and said that he wanted you to be the offensive coordinator? What does it mean to you that he has that confidence in you?
Let's go. That simple. I mean, let's go. It's not. I've done it before, but to have this kind of talent and these kind of weapons around, it made it kind of like, let's go. I was licking my chops. I just like what I tried to do with a group. When you have this much talent, don't make it too difficult. That's the main thing. Allow dudes to go out there and be who they are. And that's how I look at the game, not making it too difficult for players and just go out there and execute a plan. Whether, you can take 5-6 plays in a game and make them look 10, 15 different ways. And that's what I wanted to do with this group. Just go out there and let players make plays. And that's what you saw. You saw some dudes that hadn't particularly been making plays all year go out there and, made some plays. Malachi. I think he's a big-time receiver. Malachi went out there and, just ran by people all day. Had some other opportunities we missed him on. Some running backs that can really run the ball, JD, Santee, and it was just trying to keep it simple and let them go out there and be who they are.
You've been in a really unique situation, obviously, playing wide receiver here, playing quarterback here. To see 61 points on a scoreboard, like, what did that mean to you?
It meant a lot because as a player, we saw it. When I played here, we saw it a lot, and that's what I wanted these guys to know. Y'all a very talented group as well. It's not. We can do that week in, week out, but it's going to come down to the preparation, like I was talking about earlier. But it was good. It was good. I try not to pay attention to the. It was homecoming over there, and not looking at the crowds, and not pay attention to the scoreboard. As long as we're on the field, that's our objective, is to score. I think we ended up punting like twice, so I was kind of disappointed about that because one of them was a couple of them was a discipline issue where we jumped off sides with false starts and stuff, and we shot ourselves in the foot. But for the most part, if we got the ball, my objective is to score.
Coach, was it the fact that that they had Jackson State as a homecoming team, did that add to the score being 61?
It was a lot. I'm serious. It was a lot. You know, they were doing some chirping over there. You know, they was doing some chirping, and you know, we still had a bad taste from the spring. You know, we remember what went down from the spring game. We knew what was coming out and what we were gonna put on the field this fall. And then, yes, to add what you're saying, like to schedule us for homecoming like that, now it's getting serious. Now it's getting serious. So, we used that, and our kids took advantage of
The
it.
the game was a great game. Kind of felt like we set a statement out there. You know, it was a little talk before the game and stuff like that, and we kind of just took that in as a team and decided to not really say too much before the game and just play with our pads. And I think we went out there and really set our statement and sent a message to the rest of the league. So it was a great win, great team win on all sides of the game, and we just got to keep going every week, keep getting better.
James, we talked last week, and you said when the lights come on, it's time to go. And I mean, Saturday, that's exactly what you guys did. At what moment in that game did you say, like, we're going to dominate this entire game?
I think it started from the first snap. I think we was out there to set a statement, and from the first series, I feel like I said that started the statement, and the offense carried it out on the next drive, and the defense and the rest of the offense just kept it throughout the game, and we just kept our foot on their neck, and we didn't let up.
Yeah, on defense, what's that like when your offense is just putting up points nonstop?
Man, that's a great feeling. You like, man, we good. You kind of feel like you could let up some points, but you know you really want to shut out, and we wanted to shut out. But it was a good offense, and supposed to be the number one offense in the SWAC. And so we held them 15 points, which was a good game. But, yeah, if our offense can score like that, it's going to be tough for a lot of teams.
After the first game of the season, I remember you saying something about maybe one of your friends whose dad played here at Jackson State, and he holds the record. Have you guys been talking at all?
Yeah, we've been talking a little bit. He's actually coming up this weekend for homecoming, so that would be nice to see him. And, yeah, his name is Nick Smith. That's my best friend. His father is Fernando Smith. Mm-hmm. Right, yep, Fernando Smith. Yep.
Talk about scoring your first career touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good one. I never really thought I would ever see the end zone in college, but I did. It was a nice move. Got the ball out of his hand, and I just was blessed enough. I seen it right there on the ground, picked it up, and went the rest of the way. And it was nothing but a blessing. I can't do nothing but thank God.
James, you guys had 10 sacks. Coach said you could have had 15. Why was it so easy for you to get to that quarterback?
I think it's just what we do in practice every week. We compete every day in practice, and last week we really competed. We went at each other really hard, and I think it showed in the game. We came out on a different level. It was just a whole different level and atmosphere out there. And the game's supposed to be easy, you know what I'm saying? When practice is hard, the game should be easy. That's like almost like a walkthrough. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at this Alabama State team, specifically on offense, what do you notice about them? What do you see about them?
They have some good talent on offense with the quarterback and the running backs and receivers. They have some speed, and they can do some things offensively. We just got to come with our same game plan: fast, physical and aggressive, smart, fast, discipline, and just attack them and come from every which way. And I don't think they can hold us, you know, personally.
What have you heard about homecomings at Jackson State?
So I've been hearing a lot this week just from students and other teammates and stuff like that. It's not really the same, I guess you would say, at my other school, old school, Florida. It's a little different. It's a little bit more juice around the campus. There's a lot more activities and stuff like that going around. And I think we just got to be focused. I think that's where our last opponent might have slipped up a little bit in the mind game, or the aspect of the game. They probably took the homecoming too serious, you know, and got caught up in some of that fun. And hopefully we don't fall victim to the same thing. We come out just wanting to put on the show for them and really just making the homecoming experience fun for everybody.
I got two questions. James, as a leader on this team, you know, but this is your first homecoming, how do you keep these guys focused on that and you know, tune out, let's say, all the music and juice?
I think Coach Prime does a great job of that. He's been reinforcing that throughout this week. to have fun, do your thing. He's not gonna stop you from going out there and going having fun, but just be cautious of who you're around and what you're doing, and really your focus of what you want to get done. Do you want to be known of a party dude, or do you want to be known on that field a dog? So I think it's all gonna be personable. We're gonna keep reinforcing the message, but ultimately they grown men. They gonna do whatever they want to do, and the ones that come to play, we gonna come to play. I can promise you that. We gonna try to hold the standard, and roll from there.
And the other question is, the one blemish, or at least the biggest blemish, would be the number of penalties on both sides of the ball. How do you clean that up, and what have coaches told you?
Yeah, so we went into the game knowing that we did not want to get penalized like that. They actually were the most penalized team before us, and I think now we are. It wasn't a clean game for us, especially on defense, especially on my end. I had a couple personal fouls that I didn't like, and there's no excuse for. But, yeah, we got to clean it up in practice. The quarterback's going to hit us with false counts and stuff like that, and we got to be more disciplined and stay on sides, not commit city penalties like pass interference, holdings, and hands to the face. And we just got to be more disciplined in that aspect of the game.
The win over Alabama A&M was a good team win. I feel like we executed in all three phases of the game, special teams, defense, offense. We came out dominate as we expected. We had a great week of preparation, and I just feel like guys was focused and locked in. We had a little chit-chatter in the beginning of the game, pre-game, and that just juiced us up some more, so we had to come out and make a statement.
How good did that feel, getting a win like that when you were there for the game last year?
It was a great feeling, just knowing that they was talking a lot of trash, and they won the championship in our stadium. So all that stuff just built up for the week and had guys with a different mindset and ready just to go and to go take this game from them. And we know we needed this.
When you score a touchdown, I've noticed you have you do a dance, like the same. Tell me about that dance you do.
Sometimes I do the gritty, but this time I was trying to go walk to their locker room and take over, because this was like we here now. We taking over this game right here. This is our game. So I was just trying to go take over their trap, but the ref told me to come back. I gotta go to the sideline.
So you've seen a couple homecomings now. Granted, you're going into playing Alabama State on Saturday. What would this homecoming feel like for you? Granted, with the success you guys are having.
This homecoming really is exciting, because we know that we just have this winning streak that we on. So we just really have to lock in, because we scheduled them for homecoming before and we lost. So we can't take this week for granted. We have to know that this is another big week, and they talked the same trash when we went down there. And it was a close game. So we have to know we have to come out same week of preparation, great week, just dial into the game plan and just be focused and know that this another conference game that we have to get.
You've been here through some tough times when you guys be on losing streaks, and now to be having the success you guys are having now, just what kept you going, and how much fun are you having now?
What kept me going is knowing that the potential that we have, knowing that we still have guys who's here that was here before Coach Prime, and knowing that we were still putting in work, and knowing that we believe that we could still win, and just knowing that we have our new teammates just to come over and just to help us, and knowing that we winning now is just a great feeling, just exciting, just to know we have a chance, just a different feeling.
Do you guys feel like you have the best quarterback in this way?
Yes, sir, without no doubt. We be in here 8 o'clock at nighttime still watching film, just make sure we know what we saying, we on the same page. So just knowing that he's a freshman doing that, wait till he's a senior, he gonna be amazing.
More. Discuss the emergence of some of the other players on the offense and guys that are stepping up.
Key Corbin, that guy's amazing. He go out there and make plays in the O-line this week. Shout out to the O-line, because we challenged them this week, and they stepped up, and we was able to make a lot more plays because they was able to man up and hold it down. And shout out to Santee Marshall. He came out. That's my dog right there. We came up growing together from high school. He came out. He said he was gonna have a big game. He had a big game against them last year's opening, and I feel like that just juiced him up some more to go out there and make some plays. Shout out to those guys.
Let me ask you about TC Taylor. What did that mean for him to call the plays for you guys?
Coach TC, he had actually took over before, like 2 years ago, against the same team, Alabama A&M, and we put up 40 points. So I was real confident. I know that his play calling ability is high, and he knows what he's doing. He know the tempo of the game, when to call things, and I just was excited throughout the week for him, just knowing that the plays that he installed for this team, I feel like we were well prepared. We was even staying with Coach TC at 8 o'clock at nighttime, just make sure we extra prepared. So I feel like guys really wanted, we really wanted, so we're going to put up some more numbers this week.